You pointed at the Slark, and then you pointed at two heroes. Tell me what you were trying to say.
I was just pointing at Slark versus Magnus and Slark versus Mirana. You pounce these two heroes, you can't skewer, you can't leap, you're going to be stuck inside of that. I'm pretty sure that's what they were looking at here. And I think they see the mag and they're like, Bane, of course, can zone a bit, but Bane and Earth Spirit, these guys want to be moving around the map more, and this is where Slark can take advantage of pressuring that Magnus. Gets a pounce on, guys can rotate in, they can easily get the kills on that Magnus. Did you say Grand Finals?
No, I said upper bracket finals.
Upper bracket.
I might have said grand finals. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, as well as KP getting a little bit ahead of himself, as it looks like First Blood is going to be coming out. Ice picks it up on the mag.
Yeah, that 5-man smoke seems to be working out a lot, actually, in this tournament. I think this is like the third time I've seen, or fourth time I've seen teams actually go for that First Blood to get themselves off at a good head start in the game. Okay.
Well, they're going to be able to go over there and secure the rune as well. Love to see that from MIneski.
You know what's cool too? I haven't seen the double attribute stealers in a while. They've got Slark and OD to steal people's attributes. Stealing the agility, steal that intelligence. That could be pretty fun.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously both on the same team as well. Just no stats for the MIneski guys anymore. So I kind of want to talk a little bit about this. The panel was touching on the odd picks that we had. We have the Magnus that's coming out, as well as the Mirana. These heroes not often seen. Anything that you really want to say about them early on?
Not often seen, but MIneski does play these heroes. Ice Magnus, he's played it a bunch in the past, a bunch recently. Moon on the Mirana, it was one of his like super comfort heroes. We were seeing him playing pretty much, I think it was at Bucharest. He was playing Mirana and Puck, and that was pretty much it. He played those heroes like in every single game.
Yeah.
Well, they actually get the root, and with the mag coming in with the skewer,
not often
trying to punish him, but this is a Bane who just scurries away.
Yeah, and that does mean that it's a completely free lane down there for the moment, at least for the Slark. I guess roaming Magnus this early on, or it's just ice things, I guess.
That's going to cost them a lot, though. That's going to be a full free farm Slark in the bottom lane. So other things we can talk about is, wow, that actually was the most ideal timing for a Kraken shell. Just instantly removes the net. Yeah. The other things we can talk about is the Troll versus OD. We saw that one in the past. The evasion, of course, versus OD is very nice, because you don't really build MKB on the hero. You just need to wait until the BKB timer does come out for SCCC to get for those man fightings versus the Troll.
And then, of course, the Bane just sitting mid and continuing to enfeeble Moon, who's still been able to get a decent amount of last hits. Just the problem is it's the 4 denies from OD that he's going to struggle with as Bane comes over there and gets a little farm for himself. But yeah, I'm really excited to watch the way that these big team fights work out. The one thing that I will say about MIneski's lineup is that it does feel a lot of it's predicated upon either like an arrow or a big mag play, whereas on the side of Newbee, you can start things up with the Earth Spirit a little bit, get things going, and then come in afterwards with the Ravage.
Newbee definitely has easier execution coming out. Like, ease of execution is something we talk a lot about in Dota. You look at MIneski's, they have to have like a really ideal, like you said, the RP has to be pretty much on point for them to take those head-on engagements. And there is going to always be that tide for that counter initiation for Newbee, so it is going to be tough for them to take those head-on engagements for Newbee if they are not at a big advantage. And it does look like this Slark is going to have a very solid game, as we see him absolutely free farming.
Well, and you know, Mookie is somebody that gets a lot of flack sometimes for his play, but he is his best hero, I think, is his Slark, at least from what I've seen. And I'm excited to watch him do that here. SCCC able to pick up a DD early on and continue to bully away onto Moon, who's taking a nice little clip of damage there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up about the Slark. I like Moogie's Slark, and I really like Moogie's Ursa. Those are actually my two favorite, seeing him play. And the Bloodseeker when it was relevant, but no longer relevant.
Not around all that often, for sure. Mid lane, continuing to just have the 2v1 as Faith wants to get these other stacks going around there for, I'm guessing, the Tidehunter?
Yeah, definitely for the Tide. They know that KP's struggling a bit in that top lane because it's like, for the most part, a tri-lane. They're kind of just rotating. Every time the Tide goes up, they bring the 3 heroes again.
And is Magnus not getting off to a great start a problem at all? Because they are kind of just leaving Ice alone down here to deal with Moogie.
I mean, that's gonna happen, right? It's the nature of you're picking Mag offlane. It's not one of the stronger ones.
Yeah.
That's just the MIneski playstyle. I've seen them do this a bunch in the past where he gets like the Dominator build up on the Mag.
Maledict, KP taking a lot of damage here, not able to take that one off of himself, and another hit. Faith is going to come in though, and that's a pull of the creep waves, which is going to give that Tidehunter a little bit of a better time.
Yeah, we've seen him do that actually so many times now, especially in their last series.
Right.
Can't lane versus the Razor has tied in that series, so he just pulls the wave. Same kind of instance here.
Trying to bully back Kaka.
He really wants the bounty rune.
Able to come over, the skewer away, takes it away. A nice little play. Kaka is probably going to be able to get the roll off to this one if they want to.
He's going to take it and then roll away, I guess.
Yeah. Ice still trying to chase, but there is nothing really to be done there. Another thing to watch, of course, is the arrows. If anybody happens to get astraled in a bad positioning, but Moon using that mainly for farming at this point in time in the game at least, and only 1-0 start. There's been a lot of rotations, but not a lot of chance for kills with these big tanky cores.
Yeah. Having a Slark, being able to get away with the Slark is probably one of the most important things to point out in this game so far, because the reason this hero has fallen off so hard is because you pick him at any point early on. The enemy team just like aggro tri-lanes you are the most useless hero in Dota pretty much. Your stack gain is very, very bad. You need a lot of items to actually be a real relevant hero. But this game, I mean, if he gets an early Shadow Blade, he can start picking off these heroes quite easily, even killing some of the cores. He can kill the Mirana very easy, the Mag if he has an advantage, and obviously the Witch Doctor.
Ninja Boogie, they're pulling him back in. Another Nightmare there, but they've already got the Maledict, and now the extra little bit of damage. KP being ran down is starting to get that walkaway, and holding on to the salve will be fine. Again, showing the strength and why they're keeping faith up here.
Faith's positioning already. The movement, the small little movements on the map have been really key for this, but already a 1K advantage coming out from MIneski in gold.
Yeah, like you're talking about that Slark, and then also being able to get away with KP being up here. Other thing to watch down bottom, it looks like it is a roll away. They tried to get away with the Magnus, but you're talking about that leash, can't skewer.
Pounce, very good ability this game versus these more elusive cores.
Looks like they're also going to be able to take away that bounty rune maybe, depending upon their positioning, but Mushi forcing them back, and Mugi going to farm up the camps. I mean, do they have to do something to address this Mugi Slark? He's already level 6, right?
I think it's right now it's too late. They gave him full free farm. If anything, the way to deal with it is like what I was saying. You go like dual lane or aggro tri lane to way to shut down that Slark so he doesn't get online. But yeah, he's gotten away with it already. 40 and 15 last hits. Having a great time.
Watching for that Shadow Blade later on, potentially. It is Kaka Invis in the mid lane. Looking to maybe do something here. It's really tough to actually find a kill, although if Moon plays this a little bit too close.
They don't know he's the Invis. Now they do. They see him with the Sentry. Kaka.
Net.
Arrow.
Follow the stun. They're not able to dodge away from that one, but there's the Astral to try and turn this. Jabs is walking away, but they keep him alive.
The beauty of playing OD. It's why this hero's growing more and more popular, especially from Newbee. They really love this hero. SCCC loves to play it, but having that save versus the single target hero of Mirana is super crucial. And we see a full efficiency shrine coming out by Newbee, the 3-man shrine with the Tidehunter.
Yep.
And now they can make moves around the map again with Kaka.
All of MIneski is actually up there in the top lane right now, as it looks like there's nothing really happening from Newbee. The rotation in and Faith is just going to get punished.
Yep.
Happens so quickly. Boogie going to be going for that Shadow Blade eventually. You know, that was the other thing that you were sort of mentioning before, that this patch just came out. It's a little bit of a small one, but OD was basically not touched at all, where a lot of the other heroes were kind of nerfed.
He was only touched, I guess you could say, in the Hurricane Pike nerf, right? Yeah. So that minus 5 seconds on the cooldown, now it matches the same as Force Staff, rather than having an 18-second cooldown. It now has that 23-second longer one. But you see Ice Ice Ice, he has pulled ahead of the OD, so he's actually getting a good chunk of farm just using Shockwave down bottom.
Yeah, I guess that's the benefit here. Mugi, though, coming in. Ice, nowhere left to go. He is going to fall. So another kill, and Mugi maybe going to put himself in a position to, well, he pops ulti for that one.
Tower switched on him. They definitely had a little bit of a scare factor coming in.
Yep, rotation in mid. SC, they are bringing in that Tidehunter, and as soon as that TP starts, they've got to back out. Oh, he's on level 6. No Ravage. They find the arrow. They're going to try and deal some damage to him here. SC trying to run away. They've got the stun, though, and that's going to be a kill onto the OD.
KP had to line up to block that arrow. It was very crucial for him to do that in order to save SCCC.
And now KP might be punished, too. The jump forward, leap charge is working.
Oh, man.
MIneski.
Nice rotation by MIneski. Some pretty big mistake coming up by Newbee there.
MIneski, a team that's really shown up to play today.
Yeah.
Putting on a great performance earlier. RP going to connect now onto the Earth Spirit. Kaka looks to be falling here. And, well, Mugi decided to go in further with no RP available. Not a whole heck of a lot of damage as well. Just going to push back Ice Ice Ice.
Ice 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 is happy with that one, getting a free kill.
Yeah.
First RP usage.
I'm just looking at this looming threat, though, of the Slark, 4,800 net worth.
He is quite farmed. They are shutting down SCCC, though, and the Tidehunter's not getting a huge amount. However, they did have that contingency plan. They do have the Ancient stacks that we saw Faith doing on that left side. So KP will be able to catch back up. SCCC, though, definitely being a bit limited. 1,100 gold behind that Mirana in the mid lane.
So the panel is touching on keys to the game, big things to watch out for you. What do you feel is the sort of developing storyline, the thing that is going to define how this game works out here?
Level 6s, the big ultis. I think when Newbee has the level 6 on Tidehunter, when they have the Earth Spirit level 6 too and the Fiend's Grip, that's when they can start actually making these aggressive moves on top of that Shadow Blade with the Slark. Shadow Blade Slark's going to go scout for them, and then they can pick and choose where they want to take those big fights.
It looks like right now MIneski is grouping up here behind the tier 1 tower as the rotation is coming. There's another TP in from the Bane, so he might be able to help to turn this if they spot them out in time, but the net is going to go onto the Bane instead. Arrow is actually slept or missed. Couldn't quite see which one it was. KP might still die there. Moogie trying to pounce forward. Nobody's hitting spells. KP does die. Very odd. I guess that works out in the end for MIneski. They got the kill.
Yeah, that was a nice sleep there by Faith. Faith slept himself and the arrow went right through him, so he did disjoint it with that timing. But yeah, the Maledict really punishing KP. You cannot dispel that one. See Ninja Boom prioritizing, maxing it.
That's one of those that's been more and more popular as the heroes get tankier.
Yep. And look at this. They're actually pressuring this mid tower with the rotation of Ice Ice Ice, who's level 8 on the Magnus.
All right, this guy is a player.
He's empowering the catapult. Just a little bit of bonus damage, very important.
Oh, that's awesome.
Every little thing matters. And he's setting up. It looks like he wants to go for some type of dive here. He has RP available.
Oh, there's one of the shockwaves. They're waiting for it. KP, of course, that level 6 right now, and the catapult is eventually going to go down, but they have the DD rune. There's the jump for the RP onto 2. Moon wants to make this happen. The arrow isn't there, and the Ravage to turn it. Now Kaka can find the follow-up stun. They destroy the Mirana, and probably going to destroy Ice Ice Ice, paying for his insolence there. They almost got SC, but not quite.
The arrow was off the mark, but it did seem like the Ravage was going to be enough to help them out anyway. A little bit of an overextension there by MIneski, but they do claim themselves the mid tower at least. But losing 2 cores, quite costly. It is that catches up both KP and SCCC quite a decent amount for Newbee. And Moogie will have Shadow Blade finished up very soon.
Yeah, as far as like priorities of where you want to go with that first, is it picking on supports, or you thinking you try and head over towards maybe like the Mirana or something?
Pick a support and get a tower. Okay. If he can get the Mirana, that'll be of course the dream. If he can like find him in the jungle somewhere farming, but getting like a kill into a tower is the big goal. Bottom, quick kill. Kaka coming in with the plays.
Yeah, and that's what they need to do. Make those little plays with the Earth Spirit throughout the map and all over the place. As Tidehunter, level 7, has the Tranquil Boots on Tide. Not one that we see all that often, but it's kind of cool this game. Some farm, I guess, a little bit more in the jungle.
Maybe he just felt he was really poor. He just needed any little type of thing for himself.
Yeah. All right, well, Moogie, you spoke about picking on a support. He does have the Shadow Blade coming out to him right now.
Yeah.
Faith is there, almost level 6 as well.
The really nice thing about playing with Slark is always that dewarding aspect, which can put a big factor. So it looks like Newbee does want to take over the enemy jungle a bit, get that tier 1 top as well. Since they already lost their tier 1 mid, they want to play away from their jungle.
They're going to place down one of the wards. Ninja Boogie maybe anticipating that rotation was coming in. So they do get down Sentry, and with that, Moogie cuts the creep wave. Going to try and get that tower while MIneski trade.
That is a bit of another, you know, you're playing versus Slark. It's been a while, but you have to spend a lot of money on sentries just to make sure that you're not getting picked off like that. So we are going to see the supports be hindered quite a bit by that on the side of MIneski. How's our Troll Warlord been doing? He's been farming pretty nice. Mushi's been left kind of quietly for all this, so he is going to be going for that stat build as we expected to see. Since he has the Troll, or since he has the Magnus, you want to go for like S and Y, any type of stat items to make that Empower even stronger. And Ice 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 is 200 gold from Blink Dagger. It's going to be a very good timing for him as well.
This guy's doing it.
Yeah.
And, you know, if this ends up coming out right now, do you look to try and take a fight with the Blink Dagger at this point, or can you hold off? Do you need to push the tempo at all? Or you feel like they're comfortable?
They're probably still very comfortable. They can defend tier 1s with the Blink Dagger, of course, but
Yeah.
They don't want to be forcing too much into a Ravage because you can get turned on quite heavily. I'm very happy he didn't go the Dominator, though, and he went the Blink this game. Oh, KP?
Witch Doctor ulti comes through. KP's gone. Now the RP connects onto SC. They do get the Nightmare, try to make sure that KP is going to be able to get off his Ravage at a good timing, and, well, the sleep to try and turn it. KP was able to live through that. Now maybe a turnaround. Arrow connects onto SC, but the Ravage comes out. It connects onto 3. The follow-up isn't enough damage. They manage to find the Sanities. Kaka as well. They make it happen. And MIneski fallen. Oh, Ice, the last one left alive, but Newbee played it beautifully.
Did you? So I actually think I want to watch that back in slow motion because I couldn't see it on the whole screen, but it looked like Faith. So Faith got the sleep onto KP, and I think he may have dodged one of the ticks of the Maledict. If not, it was the hood that blocked it. It could have been either because I know KP has a hood. So I think that might have been what was enough to block all the damage instances. And yeah, him living there and getting that Ravage off with the follow-up from Kaka, they get some big kills onto Mugi. But however, SCCC did die, but they do claim a tower too. So nice play there coming out from Newbee.
Wow. Really impressive stuff. A kick away is going to keep Kaka alive. But just like that, Newbee pulling it back, and now it's just a slight lead into their favor. 8-7 so far at 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's a very, very close game. However, now that's 2 towers for both sides. So bottom, MIneski did get that bottom tower. Top and mid were taken by Newbee. So similar, you know, mirror kind of match.
So who are the death finds right now? If Slark finds somebody in the jungle, who can he kill and they can't? Oh, hold that thought. Maybe looking for the arrow, waiting for Faith to go down to the low ground. The silence from the Earth Spirit, and they're not going to chase it.
Depends on HP pools. For the most part, it's probably just the Witch Doctor at the moment. I think Naga has the illusion skilled up, so he's a little bit harder to kill. He's tankier as well. So Witch Doctor is probably the main one. Now he has Echo Saber. Now it's becoming a little bit more. Now he can maybe get that Naga Siren, or if the Mirana is a little bit low on health.
And well, it looks like he's actually just content also to farm out the jungle, but Meanscript comes out and Ninja Boogie.
Mugi just bails it.
See you later, man. Faith might be able to walk away from this one as well. They pull him back in. A nice play there by Ice and Faith now being body blocked. They drop the ulti for it, and they pick up a Bane kill.
Force that reaction.
Jabs in the meantime content to just keep this lane pushed out along the bottom side. It's a nice little bit that the Naga Siren can do. Newbee, they're going to move in. They realize that there are wards in the area. Mugi's going to take them out and continuing to restrict that vision.
Yeah, always the beauty of Slark.
Oh, he has a DD as well up there on the high ground. He's found Ninja Boogie. That's going to be a quick kill. And now the silence is well able to jump away.
The raindrop blocking the damage from the Earth Spirit spells, allowing Ice to blink. That could have been his death. And that was a Mirana ult force. Kaka gets arrowed.
They're
okay, though.
Looking for anything else there, it looks like. So they're going to back out. MIneski not really feeling comfortable fighting yet. They want to try and wait until everybody's here at the very least.
Yeah, the threat of the Ravage.
Strength of that Tidehunter. Such a hard hero to deal with when he just parks himself in your lane and says, come fight me.
Yeah. Claiming themselves as many towers as they can while their cooldowns are up. But bottom lane at tier 2 was taken by MIneski.
Tier 2's mid there as well. Maybe Newbee could think about going bottom if they want to. When is it that they start to think about a Roshan attempt? Is it in the near future at all or no?
For which team?
For Newbee.
Their Rosh hitting is not the greatest. Yeah. They have only the Gush for the minus armor, so I would think they don't want to fight in that area. Playing versus Mag as well, that's how you get them like in the game. You get some big RP in the pits. Pretty devastating.
Speaking of big RPs, they scan up on the high ground. MIneski
can definitely get a Rosh, though. If they get a pick off, they can quickly go into one with that Empower, as well as with the Riptide from the Naga.
He wants to make something happen. Are they just going to go right in?
Let's see.
Oh, this is so bold.
They've got the sleep, too, so they can disengage, or they can just like, solidify the fact that they'll get it. It looks like they should be able to get this one uncontested.
Kaka pings it out. They've got an idea. They know that this is going on, it looks like.
Yeah, they know.
Mugi moving in. There's the roll in. Connects onto 2. Magnetize onto 3. But the sleep comes out, as you said. And MIneski looking to back out. Can they really go for any more? I think that they just need to retreat. Roche is down to half HP.
Another D-Ward coming out. All of the vision of MIneski getting quickly restricted. Second time in this tournament that we've seen Newbee get that scan come out. They always seem to know when teams go for that Roche play.
Now it's smoking. I don't think Newbee has, or rather MIneski has a ward on the map. And Ice. Gonna be found. Try to roll. He actually ends up skewering it back. RP used, but the chase is there and they got him caught. Ice is gonna die with RP used.
That's a big pick. And now Roche is at half health, so that is the option that Newbee could go for since it is a bit lower. It does look like they pinged it out. Looks like they want to try to go for it here.
Yeah, and maybe feinting that they're trying to do something in the top lane. You can see right there as well that the Bane is pushing forward. They might not realize that Roche is going down. As they've caught themselves one, jabs, the turnaround, the Witch Doctor ulti, it's doing a lot of damage. Jab's starting to fall, they're trying to turn it out into Faith. Got a ton of heals out of there, and, well, still running. Ninja Boogie in trouble, but does get away with no disables.
Ninja Boogie's putting in work with this Witch Doctor, and they don't get the Roche either. And Moon at the bottom lane with the Mirana. He's hitting the tier 3. He's getting some good damage on it right here.
Yeah, they're going to have to bring back Mugi, and, well, it's just going to be a TP away from Moon.
So Aghanims on the Mirana. He's going to go for the spell damage build, it looks like.
What do you think about this build? It's really fallen out of favor recently as far as what we've seen people take.
Last time I saw it done, it was versus a sniper, and I actually really liked it. This one, I don't know. I feel like he could... We'll see how it plays out. I mean, I guess he just wants to have that burst versus the Slark, and he just wants to be that spell damager because they have the troll already. Maybe doesn't feel like he is going to be that like right-clicking hero versus the Tidehunter. We'll see if it plays out. It doesn't look like it's the greatest game for it this time around.
Mugi just standing on their hill, and Newbee again, the ones that are capable of bullying back MIneski right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that Tidehunter, it's such a threat.
Yeah. That's the Tide is the reason why I was saying it's like I don't really like the magic build so much because he's already got a pipe finished up, so it does limit a lot of the damage that comes out from that Mirana. But here they go. They're trying for that Roche again. They know that the RP is down. They still have Ravage.
OD realizing right there that there's some wards in the area. He's going to back out before he gets found by anybody from MIneski. And MIneski, no way to really contest. They're just going to have to go out and farm around the rest of the map. Whoa, is there an item that they can get to that starts to make them feel more confident in fighting Newbee, or is it just going to be this way for foreseeable future?
BKB on Troll. That's probably one of the bigger ones. But now that there's an Aegis, it makes it a lot more different because now you see the RP come out, you have an Aegis. If it doesn't hit the right targets, you can actually just lose in a very quick manner if you don't play the split push game until that Aegis is down. You don't want to really pick a fight into Newbee right now.
And of course, the split push game, very scary to do against Slark, who's moving down here bottom. And, well, eyes on the prize. He is going to almost roll into that Troll. It's like Troll is...
Ooh, they spotted Mushi for a split second there, but did get the TP out.
Done. And Ice is pushing through the bottom lane as well to try and create whatever space he can as Newbee keeps on looking for the pickoffs. And I guess that is one really nice part about the MIneski lineup. They've got some heroes that are great at wave clearing. Yeah,
they have like the Naga who can invisibly wave clear. They've got the Shockwave, and then Troll who's a bit safer. But yeah, they need to probably just keep stalling it out till that Aegis goes down. Taking a head-on fight is a little risky here, but they do have the BKB, and they look like maybe they want to catch someone out of position. Their lanes are in good spots. The scan
available
again by Newbee. Is it gonna clip anybody? Looks like they're gonna go for bottom for the Slark.
Oh, he just used Dark Pack. Can they get into range quickly enough? They want to go for this guy. RP, it connects. It's a lot of damage. Is it enough? The damage, it is gonna burst through the Aegis. They need to find it a second time. Arrow goes down. Perfectly timed by Moon, and nothing that Newbee can do.
Damn, that's a ballsy play coming out from MIneski. Just when you have an Aegis already and they're just going, they just beeline it for that type of kill. That is very unexpected. Newbee did not see that coming at all.
And that's what you got to do in this. Throw the wrench in the works, and now...
Be the risk takers.
You look down here at the bottom lane, they're hitting the tower rather rapidly. TP situation on the others, it looks like they're going to have to walk back with some of these heroes as not everybody's there, and they take a tier 3 tower? Are you kidding me right now?
They're going to back up now. I mean, this is...
It
is the fear of Troll Warlord. I mean, that's a very heads-up play. The decision-making coming out from MIneski there, that's something that nobody would expect.
That was so impressive.
Yep.
Well, now 10-10, but a tier 3 tower down. They can start taking down shrines, building back a little bit of a lead into this game for MIneski when it just felt like Newbee were able to bully him so much before.
Yeah.
So 23 minutes into this one, we've seen a couple of big team fights, but it's mainly just been about player positioning and sort of decision-making around the map that's led to the situation we're currently in.
Yeah, the decision-making there was, I mean, that's just incredibly impressive. And the arrow timing as well for Moon was on point. Now they've got Midas on Mag. They're starting to get some items that can crawl them back in. 2K advantage going their way. And Newbee. not looking to get too aggressive just now. Waiting for some other items to get picked up.
Yeah. Was that picked up by the Troll Warlord?
Blink Dagger. He wants to close the gap onto that OD.
Real good. So, taking a look now, BKB there for the Troll Warlord. Got ourselves Ninja Boogie in a position up top to potentially fight against these heroes. I mean, is it pickoff time that you're looking for again for MIneski?
I mean, they just killed an Aegis like
Right,
that. That's actually just so impressive. And now they've got time to slow down the pace and farm. I mean, they've got an empowered Troll Warlord. They seem to be pretty happy with it, with the farming. They've got their RP now online too. Maybe now they just go for fight again. They've got BKB online.
All right, and Jabs, he's got a sleep available if you want to make it happen, but
scouted them out.
These Aegis, or Ancients.
So they're probably the best thing that MIneski can do is do what they did that last time. Split push the map up, force Newbee to go push one of the lanes, and then catch them out like that.
Okay.
Newbee, though, now sticking a bit more together. Not wanting to get picked off by that MIneski smoke.
Well, I guess it's sort of a similar situation for MIneski. Everybody's in the same general facility.
Yeah.
So Solar Crest picked up for the Tide Hunter. Everybody just holding hands together in the jungle.
Don't let that happen again, pretty much.
Yeah.
They know there's a ward on the high ground now. Moogie's pinging it out. His ulti was not on.
And mid lane, maybe an opportunity there. Gonna deal some damage to Kaka and then back out again. Is it pretty much that you're waiting for the Aegis as well on Newbee? Do they feel the need for that before they can make anything really happen?
Yeah, I mean, they just had it and they got it. They instantly lost it, so maybe not, right? It's a bit of a fear. They're looking to just take fights around their Tide Hunter.
Yeah. Jabs again, spots out KP there. And they're just able to sort of walk away again as they hold on to these towers. And bottom lane, they're pushing things in continuously.
Bottom is exposed, so they do need to watch themselves. They need to start backing up, but Jabs is running in.
Yeah, this is the thing. They can cancel TPs with sleep as well if they want to push this in bottom lane. And they've caught themselves KP. They do force back a rotation from the Bane, so KP's left completely alone. He's got no healing here. He's going to end up dropping as they completely surround him, trying to TP away. And, well, there's the root and there's the kill.
Nice split push, nice splitting up a map again by MIneski. Forcing reactions, taking fights away from that Tide Hunter. Yeah. Or just picking off the Tide and, yeah, forcing everyone else to run away because then they can't use the Tide Ravage as they want to. And, yeah, melee Rax to take a little bit of damage. It will heal up.
Yeah, really, really well done. It's a blink Hurricane Pike on OD, but we just haven't seen SC get involved in that many of the fights over the past couple of minutes.
Yeah.
It just hasn't been able to take the ones that they wanted.
It's been a lot of dodge fights. That's really what it is. Yeah, MIneski dodged a lot during the Aegis. They killed it, and then...
Oh, and look at this.
They just keep playing away from that Tide Hunter. 15 seconds. They're trying to take advantage of while KP's dead. Newbee, a bit aware, though. They are backing up.
Good awareness there from SC. They back away, and Naga Illusions will be pushed out. Faith, Rune bottom, but they might be able to force people back. Moogie doesn't have a TP right now, so if a fight breaks out top, it'd be a little sketchy.
Got a full eye of Scotty now. He is quite farmed.
Falling behind Mushi, though, with that Empower.
Yeah.
How does that matchup play out in the later stages of this game, the Troll Warlord versus Slark?
It kind of goes both. They kind of against each other, right? Because Troll, you can just man fight versus most heroes because of the bash, but Slark, you're not really just auto-attacking somebody like that. You're gaining more agi stacks, so you're getting more armor, but at the same time too, you're removing that evasion with your dark pact constantly, and you're stealing stats, getting stronger and stronger. So it's like they both kind of play versus each other in a way.
It's more about the other heroes that you're dealing with there and whether you can keep them controlled.
Because in a pure 1v1, if there's no Shadow Dance available, I mean, you can get bash locked to death, sure, you could see that. But if there's like anything else that comes in, that's where Slark can get a bit of an advantage from that stat steal.
Well, again, the slow pace of this game.
I think BKB for SCCC is a really important pickup next. Even though it's like you look at their heroes and it's like, oh, they don't really have those like common abilities that you want to build a BKB verse, like some Sanking stun, some Sanking epicenter, like Ravage. They have him for RP, which goes through the BKB anyway. He still kind of needs it to take that head-on engagement and just be that frontliner so his Slark can kill the back lines.
See that Nagasiren here trying to go for that Aghanim Scepter so he can have that reset tool in the fight with all the extra regen it provides.
Yeah.
MIneski may be aware of this smoke. They're backed up together again on their high ground. If they wanted to, they could go for one of their own.
This is looking like this game is going to be dictated just by these smokes.
Yeah.
Whoever gets like these big pick-off team fights.
Absolutely. The smoke about to wear off for Newbee as the scan is going to hit red on KP. Dire aware of where he's at. They're maybe looking to put themselves in a position to take a fight with them on their high ground. Agnes looking forward, has an RP available. He jumps for the skewer. It's not going to go out. Doesn't quite connect. Moonlight Shadow still keeping them safe for the moment as Moogie's going to walk around, but they have vision of him right now. He's inside of it. Moogie knows it too. Ice just looking for this moment to jump on somebody, but they're putting the Tidehunter at the front, which makes it so hard to initiate.
Yeah. I'd really like KP to get that some type of mobility item. We see now he's queued up the Force Staff. I think that's something really good, because if your team does get caught in like an RP and they're getting skewered, you want to be able to catch up to your team and get that Ravage off on the other heroes of MIneski.
Yeah, and it's one of those things too where it happens so quickly with Troll Warlord, and you know all of the cleave damage from Empower can just be gone before you can get into range.
Yeah. They've got two BKBs already on MIneski, on both the Mirana as well as the Troll Warlord, so they are pretty resistant to that Tidehunter Ravage.
And you can just feel the tension right now as they're just squaring off against each other across the river. Sentries placed down.
Roche is going to be the big important factor for this one. Aegis and Cheese versus these big heavy ultimates.
And they got a lot of minus armor now.
Yeah, with that Solar Crest.
Arrow goes in, connects. Actually expires right as it was going into the pit. Gotta be careful, Ice. They throw another one, the sleep, it comes out. They can set this up here, but is it gonna be good enough? They might not be grouped enough together, and MIneski make the call to back out.
Troll Warlord's pushing bottom.
Oh, nicely done there. And that's gonna force the rest of MIneski. Maybe they can find somebody of Newbee as they head out, but Troll Warlord's gonna back up as well. Looks like Slark is hunting, but they won't find him.
Both teams just kind of playing with each other a little bit, testing to see what reactions they do. Newbee goes into the pit, force a reaction from MIneski. MIneski goes bottom.
Skewer back. They've got the Tidehunter alone. The arrow goes out as well. It's trying to zone. They have a net to follow. Moon end up going. I think he already used the arrow.
Not the ideal target.
Yeah, exactly.
He can crack and remove all their disables and get a good...
I literally feel like we're watching chess right now.
Yeah.
You know, it's like all of that strategy, pieces moving across the board. Kaka finds himself a ward.
You see like Ice is pushing top again. They're just keeping that split push going, both sides. You see SCCC was pushing bottom, trying to get their lanes out in better places so they can try to go for this Roche. That's how important it is.
Oh, mid lane right now, though, there might be something happening as they get into position. They found themselves one. It's a magnetize onto 3, though, and Moogie able to find and kill off Ninja Boogie as they've got the grip from the low ground onto Jabs. He's trying to run away. Troll thinking about going back in. If they group together right now, there's a big chance for an RP. It's only onto 1, though. The Ravage to turn it. They find them. Is there any detection right here? It looks like KP's gonna fall. They had more than enough damage with those BKBs. Oh. And they will get the kill. Double for Mushi.
The arrow, the Astral actually may be getting Moogie killed. Looks like he was trying to run away, but SCCC got a big concern, tried to save his buddy there. And that's only a Witch Doctor kill. And they get themselves 2 cores. Those BKBs coming in clutch from Mushi, catching, not getting clipped by that Ravage.
Man.
Faith now.
Oh,
Looks to be in trouble.
They found themselves another, and the net's going to be there. They've got everything. They've got him caught and killed off.
Jabs dropping items.
Feeling good about himself there.
Yeah, this Troll Warlord is really pulling quite far ahead to the point where it's going to be really hard for Slug to try to man-fight versus this guy.
Yeah, now they're moving in, trying to take down Roshan. OD is in the area, as well as Kaka. They want to try and find a chance for a pick here, but Jabs is in the area too, and they've got him netted. They've got him caught. The sleep is going to be there. Are they in position? Oh, they're going to skew him together. The arrow comes out. It's beautifully timed. They got the OD caught. Kaka trying to roll away. He is going to get out, but they get the Aegis.
MIneski on point with these sleep arrows, these like Astro arrows or Aegis respawn arrows. Every single time, Moon has been getting all of them. He is playing phenomenally on this Mirana. Now KP.
He caught again. It just keeps on coming. They try and turn it. A double stun. They're going to try and walk away in a second. It's a lot of damage mitigation with that anchor smash. The rest of Newbee is TPing it. They're not in time. And now Mushi looking for blood. He's angry. Trying to chase, but he is going to run into Moogie here. They're starting to bring down Faith. Able to get the brain zap, the turnaround. Moogie does get the Shadow Dance off, and he does burn through that Aegis. It's a buyback from OD as Jabs, as well as Ninja Boogie, looking for a counter initiation play. They jump with the blink onto Kaka and take him down as well. Moogie caught for the moment. He can't go anywhere. He's starting to fall. He's going to go down. They got the Spirit Vessel onto him as well. The train is rolling over the faces of Newbee.
Oh my goodness. SCCC bought back there to try to save his teammates and to bail them out, but now it's cheese on Mushi, and they're looking to go high ground. They've got RP available.
No buybacks on most of these heroes. The only one that has it right now is Mookie.
They might just be able to claim themselves 2 sets of racks here.
Oh my goodness. You know, it goes back and forth, and then so quickly all this stuff happens. Troll hasn't even been able to spend his gold. He's got 4,200 in the bank on top of Scotty, Sanjin, Yasha, BKB, and Blink. So the Tidehunter back again, jabs, can potentially try and disrupt this one. Gonna send in those illusions as well, as looks like MIneski gonna back off for the moment, but Mushi thinking about turning this KP. He just got back into the game. They get the Astral up. That's only for the moment. They buy back on Mugi now, and there's the grip. This could be the turn that they're looking for. KP trying to zone them out, pump faking the Ravage, daring them to come forward as they have found and killed off Mushi.
Slark forced to buy back with very little time left on his respawn. They do save themselves that second set of racks though, which is quite important, but 16k gold advantage for MIneski. That swing in the last few minutes must be quite a mountain.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, and this room has just become silent. Fans can't believe it as MIneski are taking a firm grip of this game.
MIneski's playing so well. Their decision making, how they're playing around the Ravage, around Newbee's cooldowns is actually so phenomenal right now.
I think a lot of people would have come into this day just expecting it to be an easy win for Newbee. Spot into the playoffs, but MIneski showing their stuff. They are trying to maybe force a buyback or get some type of objective of their own as Newbee is pushing high ground, but now the sleep. They have a buyback. They've got an RP if they want to use it. The skewer back in. They get it on a 3. It's beautifully played. The Ravage to try and turn it, but BKBs are there. There's no answer in the world that's going to stop it from that. They are doing a lot with Mugi off to the side, and they managed to take down one with the Eclipse. They don't even force the buyback yet from Mushi. They are all fallen. They might actually be able to get this happening, though. Ice still alive. Tried to kill off that OD. He is going to end up living through that one as KP being ran down. Doesn't quite go down yet though, as Mugi trying to make it happen. It looked beautiful. It wasn't great enough though, I think.
They defended their base. Yeah. They didn't have to force a buyback either. I think that was the really important thing. They didn't have that empowered Troll Warlord hitting on them. Otherwise, everybody was dead there. But they're actually so good with the way that they're combining their skills, like we were mentioning before. The sleep into the arrow connects perfectly on SCCC there again. Skewer into RP, catches 3 afterwards.
Yeah, Newbee has constantly been known as the team of just team fighting, out team fighting people, but it's looked like it's been MIneski this game.
MIneski, I think, is not only out team fighting, but they're out maneuvering and outplaying Newbee for sure this game.
Really impressive showing.
With unorthodox heroes too, with the Mirana and the Mag, which we do not see too often, even with the Troll Warlord. These 3 heroes that MIneski likes to play that other people don't really look at too often.
Absolutely. Well, again, 4,400 gold in the bank for Mushi right now. This Troll Warlord around 7,000 gold ahead of the next highest.
Get up, Butterfly. I think that would be a pretty good choice for that Troll. He's got a lot of gold. It's very good versus both Slark and the OD because they're not going to have that MKB for a while. But I think maybe he can just go for that Satanic and just be that super tanky beast that he just never has to worry about dying, since he already has the Mask of Death anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe he sees the evasion on the Slark and goes for MKB. He's got options for sure because of how comfortable their lead is.
Right. Well, MIneski again trying to go for the jugular. They're going to wrap around and go through what looks to be maybe mid, or they could just keep pushing through top.
I actually forgot the Mushi specialty. Don't buy anything. Just bank up your gold. We used to see a lot in the past. Big Mushi has 8,000 gold.
What's he gonna do?
SCCC.
Ooh. Could have been dangerous.
MIneski's had, I mean, their smoke movement, it's been really on point this game.
And again, jabs. They talked about the need to set up great big plays, and they're doing it. They skewer them back in. Again, is this the target they want? Maybe it doesn't matter. They can go on anybody that they please. Well, turn around there. Mushi able to live through that. I think it was a grip used. And they're going to back away. SC far forward. The Astral, is this a fight they want to take though? Mugi goes forward and the stun is there on the Ninja Boogie. They're just backing out again, daring them to come forward. Arrow, not going to connect.
Both teams afraid to fully commit versus those big ultis, the Ravage and the RP.
Chess match will continue, but right now it's definitely MIneski. They're up a few pieces. So next couple of minutes, we've got these continued smoke plays that are coming, but we might start thinking about Roche once that's finally respawned.
So big about the initiations right now.
Yeah.
Moogie. Will they be able to catch the Marana here? They are stalking him.
Oh, they find themselves Moon. Silent stun to follow and no sleep. He does get a BKB off and actually just going to leap away. So BKB charge for his life. Moon. They're just going to be able to walk away from him. Newbee can't get anything. This is just incredibly mobile heroes from MIneski and playing around each other beautifully.
Yeah. So it did look like the troll did go for that butterfly. I thought that was his best possible pickup. He did have some options, but very good versus both the OD and the Slark. Flutter's quite nice with this type of item build too. You phase Flutter, you always like 550 movement speed running around.
You can blink afterwards.
Yeah.
Just go wherever you please.
Nice stats too. You see his damage. Plus 231 with that Empower. Newbee now though. Getting a little bit on the aggressive stats here. Getting that bottom tower finally. At the 39-minute mark. Getting a tier 1.
Sort of speaks to what this game has been about. It's so much maneuvering around that Roche pit.
Yeah.
During that timing. And well, it's sort of, I mean, is this sort of speaking to a problem with Slark as a hero, or what do you think has been the main problem for Newbee this game?
I think just MIneski's been playing really well really well, like playing away from that Tidehunter. Force the side lanes in, force Newbee to make a mistake and catch them out.
A DD bottom. They might decide to pick up. It was an Aghanim Scepter completed for Naga Siren.
Yeah, that's a lot of heals. It's like 70% healing for your team. It's pretty crazy how much it actually does.
They have been tending to use the Naga Siren to set up for the RPs and such.
Yeah. But at least it'll like reset their health. Even if they're like a little bit low, you know, they can just heal up. What else is he gonna buy, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
He could maybe have like something like that Solar Crest or something along those lines, but clearly that's not the objective that he wants to play around.
Another pull back in. They keep on catching this Tidehunter. Moogie is there though, trying to find jabs.
He's got a DD on the Slark.
The silence doesn't come out in time, and now they have the sleep here. They've got themselves the Slark caught for the moment. Can they get any more though? BKB pop. They're going to turn now on to Fate, trying to bring him down. The grip's not going to be enough as jabs running away. They don't have eyes on him. They're slowing down KP. Kaka's up on the cliff right here. And Newbee forced to come up with answers. The RP pump fake it, thinking about it, eyes showing up, decides to get away from the whole mess of it as the chase is going to go there for Ninja Boogie. Arrow does not connect because of the BKB. And so they lose the Witch Doctor for BKB charges.
I'm like glad we get to see this like 2-week patch thing, because now we're going to see how the effect of all these things work out. This new BKB change could become quite relevant in a lot of these games, so it's always that 70-second cooldown now.
Right.
Rather than having that diminishing cooldown a bit. And this is going to be the third Roche. This could be pretty huge for Newbee if they get it. If they can get themselves either a double OD ulti or double Ravage, they can get away with this one. It could be quite nice, but MIneski, they are very aware.
Sending in illusions. Arrow's going to connect onto Roche. And with that, Newbee can't really pressure for it. Now, we have sometimes seen Slarks get out of control if they, start to build up a little bit of a net worth lead. If they find a couple kills, what's the way that Newbee get back into this game?
Getting, just like being able to survive the 5-second BKBs and then getting the Ravage off on multiple heroes on top of an OD ulti, because they don't have any, they have like no int heroes on MIneski, so if the OD is able to stack up that int and the BKBs are down and a Ravage hits, that's going to be very crucial for Newbee. So MIneski still has to watch out for themselves here. This OD is nothing to mess with here. With the Shivas, with Hurricane Pike, with BKB now, he is quite online.
AP again in the river, a little bit away from his team. The rest of MIneski is up there on the high ground looking at him. And they are going to again pull him back in, trying to bring down KP. He doesn't want to blow that Ravage for nothing as Mushi chasing further forward. The Force Staff trying to take him down. A good Astro from SC off on the other side of the fight. Slark is trying to go to work, able to take down Jazz almost, but no, they get the sleep off. And now it's going to be regen back up to full. If they want to go for this, they can. It's a sleep onto all of them. The RP on the 3, taking him down. Moogie does get off that Shadow Dance though. He's able to walk away, but I don't know if it's going to matter. Look at Ninja Boogie over there, just dancing away. They skewer away Moogie. They've got him caught maybe for the moment, almost there, slowed down and almost killed off. as Mushi is chasing, and Mugi not quite dying. He's just barely able to walk away. The Ravage to save a life, but that does not feel great.
Not the ideal Ravage at all. That's a buyback force from KP just to save his Slark.
And now what are you going to do? MIneski, they're in a position to go in and take Roche with the Refresher.
Yeah. They've already still got a cheese too from all that, from the last Roshan still. So now double RP can be available once it's off cooldown.
The quiet hero in all this. Ninja Boogie keeps on getting those like full duration ultimates off.
Full duration ultis, the casks are bouncing between everybody too. 21k advantage now, and oh look, a DD for Mushi. Time to go for the base.
Why not? 44 minutes in, 15 to 25.
This DD, or Daedalus as well, finished up on Moon. So he's going to be hitting quite hard as well.
I guess, you know, even though he ended up going the Aghanims build, nothing's stopping you from transitioning into right-click later.
I'm glad, yeah, I did like that he switched, he shifted away from just being Maul Magic.
Yeah. Faith needs to get back home here as MIneski are not playing around and pushing for this high ground. DD Troll Warlord KP able to get one. They skewer back Faith, got him caught, got him killed. Unstoppable for Moon. And the barracks are falling. That's going to be a dead Bane for 66 seconds.
No Ravage online either.
Now that Mugi is going to need to do special here, and maybe it starts with a catch on a Ninja Boogie. They do have vision of him there, and the stun onto one. Mugi thinking about going. They got that Witch Doctor caught for the moment, but the turnaround could come from Ice Ice Ice. He manages to find a good skewer back onto several different heroes, but wow, my God, look at that damage on a KP. Didn't stand a chance. They RP cancel it there. And Ice Ice Ice.
SCCC used his BKB.
Wow. So next time that RP comes around, was that baited out? My goodness. Mushi dodges the stun, the sleep is there, and there's where they're pinging it. They know where they want to go. Ice just walking slowly forward. They got him caught. SC is dead. Newbee is gone, and GG is called.
They didn't even use the RP there at the end. He ended up using not just like the one hero when everyone was dead, but whoa. MIneski, their decision making, those plays, absolutely on point. That was really impressive showing coming after them. When it looked like Newbee, right after they got the Aegis, it looked like they were in a pretty comfortable spot. Beeline, kill that Slark, and then it just looked like to be MIneski's favorite game for quite a while.
And again, this is a team that people might not have been on the lookout for, and they've been doing well Southeast Asia. They've been doing well in tournaments, and